This sound is all about movement, asymmetry, and controlled dirt. Let's break it down in Serum 2. Today's sound design is inspired by modern jump up from a track called Round and Around by SOTA and Disrupta. So shouts out to the originators. Alright, to start the sound design, it's all about having a good source. And I found an amazing wavetable for those laser-like sounds inspired by SOTA and Disrupta, and specifically the modular 18 wavetable in Serum 2. I'm playing this at -2 octaves. Check out the amazing timbre found in each one of these wavetable frames. Perfect for those modern jump up machine gun light laser bass sounds. I'm going to set the frame to 130. I'm liking this sound. Now, a technique to employ in your sound design is warping your wavetable. And I like using the asymmetrical warp modes. Specifically, I'm using the negative one, which skews the negative half of this wavetable shape. It changes the timbre of the sound. Now, to create that machine gun like rhythmic laser, we're going to be employing an LFO with a fast rate. Make sure it's on retrig mode so it starts at the same point of the LFO every time you hit the key. We're going to be using a fast rate at the triplet mode, setting it at 1/8 triplet. This is a popular rate being used in modern jump up for that percussive rhythmic bass sound. And we're going to use this to apply it to the volume. So bringing down the level of the wavetable, we bring LFO over. And then we may want to apply it to the asymmetrical warp amount as well. Now adjust it to taste. Oftentimes I get comments where people complain about that they can't get the exact results even when they copy my exact same settings. The point here is not to copy my settings. I want you guys to train your ears so that you can set your own values based on what and how you want your sound to sound like. So for me, I'm just going to set the asymmetrical warp amount sparingly at around about 5%. Very subtle, it just adds a little bit more movement and dynamic to that laser. The idea is that the modulation amount is more intense at those dynamic peaks with the shape of this LFO. The next trick I've learned is from emulating old school Acid 303 sounds. And the Acid 303 sounds are known for their squelchy and juicy analog sound. The first way I'm going to replicate this is using a phaser filter. So I'm using phaser 24, which almost acts like an EQ and notches a specific frequency and boosts some additional frequencies around it. Overall, it just changes the tone, increase the resonance to make it more juicy, as well as the drive. And then in Serum 2, luckily we have 2 filters, and filter 1 is being sent to filter 2. We're just going to apply a low pass to shave off some of that top end, increasing resonance again for some of that juice. Notice as I increase that resonance, it sounds more juicy. Going back into filter 1, let's apply LFO 1 to the cutoff amount. And again, subtleness is the key. If you're looking for more nasty bass sounds for drum and bass music, check my Gnarly Volume 1 and 2 Serum preset packs. Here's a few presets from Gnarly Volume 2. And here's some classic presets from Gnarly Volume 1, which was rinsed years ago and is still rinsed today. It has a couple variations of that Dominator Womp Bass, RIP Dominator. You can learn more about Gnarly Volume 1 and 2 down in the links below. And if you don't have either packs, you can grab it as a bundle for a discount. The next step is to add some effects to beef up the sound. Let's add some tube distortion. Adding that LFO1 to pronounce the dynamics. Next up, let's add some multiband compression to further beef it up. And the more you increase the threshold, the more compressed it is. Adjusting the bands for more mids. And some of that high as well. Next, to add more character, we're going to apply a format filter. Now, there's 3 different format filters in Serum. I like format 1. This adds a vocal tone to the timbre. And I'm going to be applying a different LFO using LFO 2 with a more of a shape like this. Also at a 1/8 triplet mode to mirror the other LFO. And we're going to be applying it to the cutoff. The reason why I like to use this shape for format filters, this allows us to have kind of that 𝗙𝗘𝗘𝗧𝗙𝗢𝗙 sound when it opens up with a vowel. And you can play with the amount. You can go positive or negative to that center point. And that changes how that vowel opens up. And also play with the cutoff amount. That changes the overall sound as well. For a typical 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗪 or 𝗙𝗙𝗘𝗧𝗙 sound, you can have that. Now, we just want this to be subtle, so play with the mix. Adjust to taste. I love using the downsample distortion mode as an additional step. It almost sounds like bit reduction here, where you degrade the quality. And I love how it adds a bit of grit to that top end. Watch. Dirty. Now I'm just going to use this sparingly here, about 16%. Just adds a little grit to that top end. To make that laser sound a little more percussive, let's add an additional distortion stage. Choose the mode you like best. Adjust the drive amount. And use LFO1 to modulate the drive amount. That adds to the dynamic of those peaks, since those peaks are distorted more. Sounds more like a laser now. Now we're going to be using a completely different instance of Serum for the sub bass to have more control. So we want to remove all the bottom end from this bass sound. So we can either apply a high pass here, or simply apply an EQ. Either or does the same thing. Sounding good, and we're ready for the sub bass. All right, for the sub bass, I'm simply playing a sine wave. It's also a -2. One thing I didn't mention earlier is set your randomization mode to 0 on the mid bass as well as the sub bass here. So it always starts at the same phase when you hit the key. Just keeps everything sounding consistent. Now, since this is just a simple sine wave, you may want to add some saturation to beef up and warm up the bass. And for this track, all I'm doing is I'm using Softube's saturation tool. This is a free plugin. Easy way to warm up that sub and add some audible harmonics. Here's the mid bass and sub bass together. Dirty. All right, so once I had that laser bass sound, I created a 4-bar bass phrase where at the end of the phrase, I added this bass change up using the 𝗙𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗪 preset from my Serum preset pack, Gnarly Volume 2. And here's that bass sound. And here are the drums. And this is a track I'm working on with my friend and vocalist, Dr. Mad. Here is a teaser of the forthcoming track.
Man, they don't call out my name. They love a styling thing. Oh, they try to get like the same. Oh, but they come march with it, march with it. Oh, let's go. Ah, yes. Big up. Oh, oh, yes. Man, they don't call out my name. Man, they love a styling thing. Them try to get like the same. Oh, but they come march with it, march with it.
So that's pretty much the track I made with that sound. And mind you, the settings might be different from the final result as I was doing the tutorial. But as I want to remind you, it's less about the settings and more about understanding the concepts shown here with the sound design. Especially changing the shape of that wavetable, adding that machine gun dynamic, adding additional effects and filters to shape that waveform, further automating with that triplet 8th note LFO. Hope you guys enjoyed watching my breakdown of modern jump up laser bass sounds inspired by artists such as SOTA and Disrupta, and shouts to them for making an awesome track such as On and On. Remember, it's all about the concepts here and tweaking it to your vision. So train your ears to tweak those parameters until you get it to sound right. My name is 𝗙𝗙𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪, music producer of over 25 years with releases on Metalheadz, Hospital Records, and Critical Music. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want to support this channel directly, check out deviantaudio.com for sample packs, preset packs, and Ableton kits to help you along your journey. You can learn more down in the links below. To see more drum and bass sound design videos, such as creating the womp bass or that famous foghorn bass, check this playlist up here. And to learn how to arrange drum and bass, you can see a full tutorial in this playlist up here. Alright guys, thanks for watching. And until the next video, stay creative. Peace out.